In a time long forgotten, there existed a kingdom so prosperous that even the neighboring realms marveled at its wealth and splendor. The kingdom was ruled by a young prince named Kael, known for his courage, wisdom, and an unyielding sense of justice. His people loved him, for he cared deeply for their well-being and always sought to protect them from harm. But one night, the peace of the kingdom was threatened. A mysterious illness began to spread across the land, striking down both young and old. No one knew where it had come from or how to stop it. Fear gripped the hearts of the people as the sickness spread like wildfire. Prince Kael knew he had to act quickly. He sent for the kingdom's greatest healers, sought counsel from wise sages, and even prayed to the gods for guidance. But despite his efforts, the illness continued to ravage the kingdom. Desperate to save his people, Kael decided to venture into the Forbidden Forest, a place where no one dared to go, for it was said to be the dwelling of ancient spirits. The Forbidden Forest was a place of shadows and secrets, where the light of day barely reached. But Kael's heart was unshaken. Deep within the forest, he discovered a cave where an old hermit lived, a man who was said to possess knowledge beyond the realms of men. The hermit, with his eyes as ancient as time itself, listened to the prince's plea. He revealed to Kael that the illness was not a curse or plague, but the manifestation of the kingdom's greed and neglect. Over time, the people had become so consumed by their wealth and power that they forgot the values that had once made the kingdom great: kindness, humility, and unity. The true enemy was not one that could be fought with swords or shields. It was an unseen foe, born from the hearts of the people. The illness was a reflection of their own greed and the darkness that had crept into their souls. Armed with this knowledge, Kael knew what he had to do. He returned to his kingdom not with a cure, but with a message, a call for his people to change their ways, to remember the virtues of their ancestors. He urged them to share their wealth, to care for one another, and to live in harmony with the land. At first, the people were resistant, but the prince's words struck a chord in their hearts. Slowly, they began to change. They gave up their greed and selfishness, and in doing so, the illness that had plagued them began to vanish. The land healed, and so did the hearts of the people. Prince Kael had defeated the unseen enemy, not with force, but with wisdom and compassion. His kingdom thrived once more, not because of its riches, but because of the strength and unity of its people. And so, the kingdom was saved, not by the might of a sword, but by the power of a prince's heart.